Okay, so I'm back with Hadley. This is the second interview on my second and final quote. So Hadley, again, I'm going to tell you the quote and then I'm going to ask you some questions and hear your thoughts on it, okay? So there was this Chinese philosopher. His name was Lao Tzu. I think that's how you say it. And he said, "A leader is best when people barely know he exists, of a good leader who talks little when his work is done and his aim fulfilled. They will say, we did this ourselves." Do you want me to read it again? Or do you think...
When you say they will say that they did it themselves, like other people?
So yeah, a leader, his group will say that the group did it themselves.
A leader is best. What it means, how is that a leader is best not seen or heard, but just being in the background.
And letting everybody else feel like they're being successful and driving the accomplishments.
Yeah.
Do you think anything else about that? Do you kind of understand what it means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Explain to me. Explain to me.
That's a hard one, Hadley.
Yeah.
So it's like you can still you can let other people feel good about themselves, like
If you're a leader and you step back and you kind of guide people, the group that you're leading, then in the end when you guys reach success, they'll feel better about that because they did it, not just you.
yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Do you think that the man who said this quote, Lao Tzu, is right? Is it better to lead from the back rather than being front and center and deciding everything for everyone?
Yeah, I think he was right.
Why? Think
Because-
about why. Go deep.
Because a leader doesn't take all the work for themselves.
Don't take credit for the work.
Don't take credit for the work, like, just from themselves, because it's not all them.
They're not the only person in the group.
Yeah. There are, like, many other people, and yeah.
Okay, my next question is, actually this is interesting. Hadley, have you ever taken the role of a leader before? Say in a group project?
I can't remember.
Think of a time where maybe you helped everybody kind of get on task, get the work done.
Does it have to be, like, work specifically?
It can be anything, Hadley. Anything that you think of.
I helped my friend skate.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that today?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about it.
She didn't really know how to skate or anything because she hadn't been for 2 years, so just kind of let her hold on to me, like, just until she got the hang of it, kind of, and just kind of waited, like, didn't go way in front of her or anything.
You were right by her side,
Yeah.
helping her out. That's nice. Who is the best leader you've ever had? Say, like, someone who was kind of in charge of you. They were kind of responsible for you, like a teacher or, I don't know, sports team, coach.
Someone that really brought out the best in you.
Yeah.
Can it be mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does mom lead you?
Yeah.
Explain why.
Lead, like, how she
Don't
leads.
leave the room and you can talk.
Yeah.
How she leads me,
Yeah, how does mom lead you?
like, in a good way, like.
Well, let me start off with this. What is a leader? What do you define as a leader?
A leader.
A leader.
Someone who helps people that doesn't take all credit for themselves. And think of other people. Think of other people, like, not just themselves. Yeah.
That's all? Okay.
I can think of.
Yeah, like I said, who's the best leader you've ever had? Can be a friend. But you want to go with mom?
Sure.
Okay. Why does mom lead you? Why is she a really good leader?
Cause
Role model, if that's easier. Leaders, I also think of as like a role model.
because she
Just whatever you think.
cause she shows her love. She likes to.
So she's a good role model, a good leader.
Yeah.
Maybe also because she helps you get work done.
Yeah, and I'll like sit there and help me till I don't need help anymore.
So a good leader encourages others to get work done, to be successful, right? Sorry. Do you think that every manager or every person that is in power is a leader? So everyone who has power over others, are they considered a leader?
They can be. They can be, not always.
Think of someone who is in a place of power, but they're not a leader. I know it's kind of hard to try and think. Who has power, but is not a leader? Or at least, maybe it's easier, not a good leader.
Not a good leader.
You can go really cliche here. Saying Trump.
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 Yeah, Trump.
He's in a place of power, but he's not a good leader. No. Have you ever been in groups with friends and one of them is a group leader, but they're not good?
No.
No. Do you think they've always been good leaders? Really?
My friends, like
If you're in a group with them and they have to take charge, are they good at it?
yeah, they're not bad. Like, yeah, they're good.
They're good. Okay.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on to my last question here. So you only have to think hard for a few more minutes. Do you agree that if somebody is in charge of you, they must be respected?
Someone's in charge of me, they have to be respected.
Like you have to respect them.
Like, even if they're a bad person. Like,
I don't know.
well, yeah, you should respect them, but if they lead you into bad things and that, then
Yeah,
it's
you
not
know what?
really a reason to respect them.
Because some leaders can lead you into bad situations and then blame others for it, when ultimately it's them because they wanted to be front and center, they wanted to go and do this, and because you're a group, you don't have to, but you follow them because, hopefully you trust them, you trust what they're doing, but, they don't really do any good for you, they just lead you into a bigger mess.
Yeah.
So how do you become a good leader?
You don't lead anybody into a bad situation, like you yourself lead them into it and then blame them for the situation. That's
What's another quality of like a good leader? Think about good leaders. Like your teacher. What makes them such a good leader?
they have respect for. She has respect for others, not just herself.
She has respect for you.
Yeah.
So I think like if someone respects you, usually I'll respect them back because if you respect me, you're willing to listen to me. Ultimately, like you'll listen to me. You'll consider my side of an argument, how I see things. You're not automatically just be like, nope, that's different from my opinion. You're wrong. I don't want to listen to that. Do you think that if you teach someone enough and give them tons of experience, that someone could become a leader?
Like the person that you taught. like that you leaded kind of.
Do you think that you can teach someone to be a leader?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, do you think if there's any like kids in your class who like misbehave a bunch and they're not, they're not really nice people, do you think you could make them or help them become a leader?
Yeah.
You could?
Yeah.
Or do you think that leaders are born?
That's a hard one, How they?
Do you think both?
Yeah.
Leaders are born, leaders are also
Kind of
made?
case by case, individual by individual, do you think, or?
Yeah.
Hadley, my last question. I want to know, do you think of yourself as a leader to others?
Sometimes.
How? How can you lead others?
I can't lead others by.
Like sometimes leadership, Hadley, is just doing the right thing. It's not even saying anything, it's just actions. And I think you are a leader that way because I see how you treat your friends, you listen to the teacher, you're always prepared with your work for your teacher, you do your homework, you know what I mean? Because the teacher is doing her work, so you do your work.
Okay.
Say that.
Well, thank you, Hadley. Hopefully I have given you a new perspective on life and you can go and use that. Thank you very much.